Okay, now children, after a short break, let's continue with the sums of exercise 3.3. Now we have already solved question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. Now question number 4 will be solving now. Question number 5, if you'll observe children, if you have the test books with you, question number 5, complete the following activity to find the sum of natural numbers between 1 and 140 which are divisible by 4. When we use the word between, when we say the word between, the number 1 and 140 should not be included. If we say the numbers from 1 to 140, then 1 and 140 can be included. So when we say between, that means strictly the number should be between 1 and 140. Okay, so now here we have the numbers between 1 and 140 which are divisible by 4. We start with 4. The first number is 4. Then we have the next number 8 and so on till 136. The last number till 140 is 136 which is divisible by 4. Okay, now this activity is a homework for you all children. I'm just explaining you all so that it can be helpful for you all to solve this activity. Now how many numbers you need to find out? How many numbers? That means you need to find out n. It will be quite simple children. If in the last sum I explained you, the numbers from 1 to 350 will have total 350 numbers. Similarly, the numbers from 1 to 140 will have total 140 numbers in that. And when you divide the numbers by 4, that means you should divide 140 by 4. You will get all the numbers from 1 to 140 which are divisible by 4. So 140 divide by 4. You do 140 divide by 4. This will be 4 3s are 12. 2 carry 4 5s are 20. So total there are 35 numbers between 1 to 140 which are divisible by 4. So the blank n will be 35. Here you need to enter 35. So this blank will be 35. Okay, once you get n, now the remaining thing is quite simple for you. I hope you all are able to solve the remaining blanks. The only difficult part of this sum would be finding n. I explained you how to find n. You solve the remaining part. Okay, now if they would have asked numbers between 1 to 140 which are divisible by 3, then you need to divide 140 by 3. That means in 3 partition, 140 divided by 3, you will get the numbers which are divisible by 3. Okay, so here we have 35 numbers which are divisible by 4. So n will be 35. Here n 35, here a 4. Common difference will be 4. Tn formula, find the Tn formula, you will get, then n you will get the answer over here. If you will see, they are using the Tn formula to get the value of n. If possible, cross check it, you will get 35 over here. If you will substitute all the values, you will get 35 over here. And then solve for Sn and get the value of Sn. Keep following the steps children, you will get the answer. Try to solve this sum on your own. Try it. Okay. Now, we'll start with the fourth sum. The fourth sum says, in an AP, the 19th term is 52. T19. T19 is given 52. 38th term is given 128. T38 is given 128. You have to find the sum of first 56 terms. Sum of first 56 terms. This you have to find out. Again, I am repeating children. We are doing question number 4. Question number 4 says, the 19th term of the AP is 52, the 38th term is 128, and we have to find the total of first 56 terms. Now, if you remember children, the formula of Sn has A and D in it. So if we don't know the value of A and D, solving Sn would be little impossible for us. So A and D, these two things will help us to find A and D, these two steps. They will help us to find the value of A and D. T19 formula. We know the formula of T19. In the last lecture we have done T19. T19 will be A plus 18D equal to 52. And what will be T38? T38 will be A plus 37D equal to 128. Call this equation number 1, equation number 2, and now we solve equation number 1 and 2 simultaneously. So equation number 2, let's write down. A plus 37D is equal to 128. A plus 18D equal to 52. Now if you minus the first equation from the second and change the signs, we'll see that A and A cancels. 37 minus 18. 37 minus 18 will give you the answer 19D. 37 minus 18 will give you the answer 19D is equal to 128 minus 52 will give you the answer 76. Correct? 128 minus 52 will give you the answer 76. So we have D is equal to 76 upon 19. D will be, now let's see whether we get 76 in the table of 19 or no. 19 4s are 9 4s are 36, 3 carry, 4 1s are 4 plus 3 7. Yes, we get 76 in the table of 19. So this will be 19 1s are 19 4s are. So the answer of D is 4. So we got D. Now let's calculate what will be A. Substitute D is equal to 4 in equation 1. A plus 18D equal to 52. That will be A plus 18 into 4 will be 52. A plus 18 4s are 72 equal to 52. Okay. Then we have A is equal to 52 minus 72. A is equal to minus 0 7 minus 5 2. A will be minus 20. So we have A as minus 20. Okay. Any doubt in this? We'll proceed with the next section. Once we get D and once we get A, then we can use the formula of Sn and calculate S of 56. Okay, so let's go for the next page, that is the further calculation where we'll be using the formula of Sn. Sn formula is n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we have to find the total of 56 terms. So S56 is equal to 56 upon 2 2 into A. A is how much? Minus 20. Plus n is 56 minus 1, D is 4. So this will be 56 upon 2 minus 40, 55 into 4. 56 divided by 2, 28 minus 40 plus 55 4s are 220. This is all a simple calculation, children. You need to just go on calculating the answer. Minus 40 plus 220 will give you the answer 180. Okay, minus 40 plus 220 will give you the answer 180. Now the final step, you need to multiply 28 and 180. You will get the answer of S56. Okay, I leave this part to you. You do the multiplication of 28 and 180 and get the answer of S56. So if you'll observe, the sum was quite simple. T19 was given, T38 was given. You have to find S56. Now T19 formula is A plus 18D, that is 52. T38 formula is A plus 37D, that is 128. We solve them simultaneously. We cancel A and we get the answer of D as 4. This D we substituted in any one of the equation. I took equation number 1. So you have A plus 18D equal to 52. That is A plus 18 into 4 equal to 52. We have A plus 72 equal to 52. A is equal to 52 minus 72. A is equal to minus 20. And this A and this D then we use for the further calculation of Sn. Sn is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. S56 will be 56 upon 2. 2 into a value is minus 20 plus 56 minus 1, d value is 4, is equal to 56 upon 2, 220 is a 40, plus into minus minus, plus 55 into 4, that is 28 when you cancel 2 and 56, minus 40 plus 55 and 4 is 220. When we solve it further, it becomes 28 into 180 and the final answer you will get when you will multiply 28 and 180. Okay, now let's proceed for the next sum. The next sum we'll be doing is the sixth sum. The sixth sum says find the first sum of first 55 terms in an AP is given 3300, that is S of 55. Sum of first 55 is given 33, that is 3300. Okay, you have to find 28th term, T28. This is what you have to calculate, 28th term. Okay, now let's start with the sum. Now since Sn is given, S55 is given, so we will use this formula. Sn formula is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This formula by now you should have by hearted, children. Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So let's substitute 55 in place of n. S55 is equal to 55 upon 2, 2a. We know nothing about a and d. There is no hint, no clue given upon A and D. We only know that S55 is 3300. So let's keep A and D as it is for now. Plus n again is 55 minus 1 into D. Now S55 value is given. In the given section, S55 is given 3300 is equal to 55 upon 2, 2a plus 54 into D. Okay, now here we have a little tricky part. If you'll observe, we are told to find out T28. And quickly, if you can recollect the formula of T28 in your head, it will be A plus 27D. Am I right? The formula of T28 is A plus 27D. So what we are going to do over here is we are going to get A plus 27D in this expression. How? This way. See, 55 upon 2. If you'll observe, we have 2 here and we have 2 in 54 also. So 2 comes out common inside the bracket A. 54. 27 2s is 54. So if 2 goes out, 27 remains inside, 27t. So we have removed 2 common. Okay, so this will be 2 and 2 cancel. We'll have 55 into a plus 27d, which is equal to 3300. That's it. You're only one step away from the answer now. This will be 3300 upon 55 is equal to a plus 27d is what? T28. So you write here T28. You solve the LHS, you get the answer of T28. Let's solve LHS. T28 answer. Okay, now let's solve this. Okay, 5 11s are 55. 5 11s are 55. 5 6 are 30. 3 goes over here. Again 5 6 are 30. Then 1 0 goes up. 11 1s are 11. 11 6 are 66 and this 0 comes over here. That means the answer of T28 is 60. So you get the answer of T28 as 60. This was a little tricky sum, children. You need to bring in T28 in your expression. This is a very important sum. Practice this sum nicely. Okay. Now let's go to the next sum. Okay, now the next sums, if you'll observe, question number 7, question number 8 are lookalikes. They are almost same if you'll see. Question number 7 and question number 8. Okay, now I'll try solving question number 8 for you and you try question number 7 on your own. Okay, so question number 7 will be a home activity for you. I'll solve and give question number 8 for you. Let's solve question number 8. Okay, question number 8 says ki 4 consecutive terms of an AP we have to find out. Consecutive, the meaning of the word consecutive. Consecutive means one after the other. 1 2 3 4, these are consecutive terms. 1 2 3 4. You cannot say 2 and 4 are consecutive. They are not one after the other. Okay, so consecutive means one after the other. Okay, so an AP is given in which you have to find 4 terms such that their sum is 12 and the third sum and the fourth term. The third term and the fourth term is 14. Remember children, this is not the third and fourth term of the AP. So I can't write T3 and T4. No. This is not the third term and fourth term of the AP. An AP is there like this. Some numbers are there, some numbers are there, some numbers are there over here. There is a collection of 4 terms in between. Their relation is given. So out of these 4 terms, the one which is standing in the third position and fourth position, their total is given as 14. Their total is given 14. So I can't write T3 into T4. Remember children. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to assume the terms as a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d. Now you will say why did we assume like this? See children, whenever they talk about 2 consecutive terms or 3 consecutive terms or 4 consecutive terms, remember in the AP the terms always increase with difference. As you keep on writing the next term, you keep on adding d. When you have the first term, say for example, if you had the first term as b, and if you are writing the next term, you add common difference to that. Then if you are told to write one more time the next term, then you add one more common difference to that. That means it becomes 2d. So this way we proceed for the next term. Now if you are told to write the previous term will be b minus d. That is minus d. It's like climbing stairs children. When you climb the next stair, the next stair, the next stair, if you are told to come reverse to the next previous stair and so on, you need to do minus d. It's like just try to visualize like this. Suppose these are stairs. Okay, the first term is here a. If you are told to progress to the highest step, go to the highest step, next step, so you will add d over here. Then if you are told to go to the one more step higher. You will add one more d over here. Okay, now if you're told to come back down, when you come back down, this plus d goes out, you have only a plus d. When you're told to get down one more stair, then this plus d goes, you are left with a. When you're told to come down one more stair, then d gets minused from this a. And then again if you're told to get down one stair, then one more d gets minus from the total. So it's like a progression is in this fashion. At most I can explain you in this fashion. Okay, so let the consecutive terms be a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. Okay, so these are the four consecutive terms. So the relation is the total of all these four terms is 12, and the second relation is given is that the third term and the fourth term, when you do total, the answer is 14. Okay, so let's start with the sum. This was rough working. We'll start the sum on a new fresh page. Right here, let the four consecutive terms be a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d. So according to given relation, sum is given as 12. So let's add all this four. A minus d added with a plus d added with a plus 2d. The answer is given 12. So we have a 4 a's over here. 4 a's minus d plus d cancel, 2d equal to 12. So we have divide by 2, 2a plus d is equal to 6. This will be equation number 1. Okay, now the second relation which is given is the total of third and fourth term is given 14. So third term is a plus d and fourth term is a plus 2d. The total is given 14. The third and the fourth term total is given 14. So this will be 2a plus 3d equal to 14. This will be equation number 2. Again we have two equations with a and d. We have to solve them now. Okay, so let's write down equation 1 and 2 on the next page. This will be 2a plus d is equal to 6, and the next equation is 2a plus 3d equal to 14. Okay, now let's solve these two equations. Equation number 1, equation number 2. Okay, minus 2a cancel, minus 3 and plus 1 answer will be minus 2d, minus 14 and plus 6 answer will be minus 8. So we have d is equal to minus 8 upon minus 2, d is equal to 4. The answer of d is 4. D will be 4. Now let's calculate a. Substitute d is equal to 4 in equation 1. 2a plus d equal to 6. 2a plus 4 equal to 6. 2a is equal to 6 minus 4. 2a is equal to 2. A is equal to 2 upon 2. A is equal to 1. So we got the answer of A as 1. We got the answer of D as 4. Now let's calculate the 4 terms. What were the 4 terms, children? Just recall what were the 4 terms. The first term was A minus D. The second term was A. The third term was A plus D. And the fourth term was A plus 2D. Let's get this 4 terms. Okay. So a is 1 minus d is 4. That means the first term is minus 3. Second term a, that is 1. The second term is 1. A plus d, that means 1 plus 4, 5. Third term is 5. A plus 2d, that means 1 plus 2 into 4, that is 1 plus 8, that is 9. So the last term is 9. So these are the 4 terms: minus 3, 1, 5 and 9. Okay, these are the 4 terms. So this was question number 8. Question number 8 will help you to solve question number 7, children. Question 7 and question 8, they both are alike. So question 8 will help you to solve question number 7. Try solving the sums which I left for homework for you all, children. We'll meet in the next lecture. One more sum is there, question number 9. Question number 9 we'll do in the next lecture. You try on your own. If it's not possible, we'll do it in the next lecture. Okay. So in the next lecture, we'll solve statement sums based on SN. Statement sums which are based on SN. And we'll try to solve question number 9 also from this exercise. Okay. So meet you in the next lecture, children. Take care and stay blessed.